What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Before I go ahead and get into today's video, gotta make a little breakfast. Alright, so before we get into today's upload, I just want to say thanks to all the people who entered the giveaway so far. Crazy support on that video, overwhelmingly positive support, tons of nice comments, great to see. If you haven't checked out that video or haven't seen it yet, or you're new to the channel, you can go ahead and click the link right above. It might be on this side, but it's going to be up there. Like I said in the video, 30 days to enter, so we can get as many people in that video as possible. So if you haven't already, make sure you go and check that out. I'll be giving away 3 different things, but you can find all the details in that video. But let's go ahead and talk about today's video. Now, the plan for today's video is to go on a pond hopping mission. I haven't been pond hopping in a while, but we're gonna try a couple spots that I haven't been to in a long time. That one spot that I personally thought which just didn't have any bass in it, but using the bass forecast app, I saw a picture from there and I was like, oh crap, there must be some bass living in there. So that's the spot we're gonna hit first. Hopefully find some beds. I know in like all my videos I've said, hope I find fish on beds, but haven't really been able to do that yet in the big lakes, on the boat, or on the kayak. But maybe getting on foot, getting these ponds, get to some beds. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, we are at spot number 1. I had to make a little stop, get my rods and my tackle out of Jake's boat. So had to make a quick little stop, not out here as earlier as I always like, but we are at stop number 1. Gonna start off with some top water and get fishing here shortly. But just one more thing before we get and start fishing. I don't know if I said it earlier in the intro, but I'm gonna be uploading 11 days straight daily uploads. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that bell. Subscribe and hit that bell so you're uploaded when those daily uploads come out. 11 days straight. It's gonna be a video every single day, and this is gonna be the first one marking that 11 straight videos. One also more additional thing, I'm not gonna get too much into it because that's kind of for another video, but just want to let you guys know I did set up a Patreon. If you do know what Patreon is, there's a link in the description with all the info about that where you guys can check that out. But enough talking, we're gonna go ahead and get fishing here, hopefully get on some bass. All right, we are at spot number 1. Gonna be starting off with the KVD popper. You guys have seen me throw this a lot. Favorite popper. I had it tied on from the last video. Didn't really feel like changing, so see if we can get a fish here. Water's way too murky for bed fishing, so this spot, unfortunately, we are not gonna be able to bed fish, but that doesn't mean that they're not up shallow. Sometimes you don't really always need to see them to get fish on beds, so we'll see what happens. I have not caught a bass out of this place in probably a year. I thought all the bass died and this ecosystem just started failing, but apparently there's been some bass being caught out of here, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's one right off the jump. All right, quick start to the day. Fish number 1 on the popper. That was a quick start. These geese won't shut up, but wow, that feels great because I don't know, like obviously you guys don't know what I'm feeling, but I have not caught a fish out of here and I was convinced that every bass in here had died. And then to catch a fish on top water here on my first cast just feels great. Nothing special, nothing really to write home about, just a small little 1-pounder. I mean, it is healthy, so that's a good sign, but healthy little 1-pounder on the popper. Always good to get out and get top water in the morning. We're gonna get this guy back. Hopefully get on some more fish. Hopefully I don't get first cast cursed, because that would suck. All right, see you later, buddy. Oh, there he goes. And that was right at my feet pretty much. That was like 15 inches away. 15 inches, what I'm talking about, 15 feet. I'm an idiot. I mean, that's a great start. I did not expect it to go like that, I'll tell you that. I didn't even know if you was gonna catch fish out of this pond. That's first cast on top water. Can't complain. I mean, maybe they restocked this lake. I don't think so, because the pictures I was seeing on Fishbrain were not really stock size, so not sure what happened. Maybe I just suck and just couldn't catch fish out of here for the longest. But that kind of that slump's over now, so now we just gotta get on them. I got a couple spots we're gonna go to today, so if this doesn't pan out too well, it's no big deal. Haven't filmed the pond hopping video since beginning of this year. just with getting the boat and everything, it's been hard to get out and just go back to the roots and go pond hopping. But I will say some of my spots have been drying up, haven't been as good as they usually are, so that contributed to it. I don't know, I think I said in one of my other videos that pond geese are just a different breed. I don't mind them on the lake, but as you guys can tell, as you guys just heard, pond geese are something different. 100%. Pretty small pond, so I'm gonna make another lap, not with the popper though. After I finish the first lap, I'm gonna tie on a bandito bug or something along those lines, and kind of flip some of the points of interest, because pretty small pond. I'm probably gonna spend less than an hour here. Just fish the spots that I think I could get a fish on, and then make a move. Let's get a little last cast cheese. Not gonna spend too much time here. I'm not catching fish because you got more spots to go through. And I want to still have the possibility of throwing top water at the next pond. So see, it's gonna be my last cast. I know I said I was gonna walk around the pond again, but I didn't get a single bite on the bandito bug, and in that cover, I'm not gonna get it on those open banks. So maybe there's one sitting out on the hump in the middle, but we'll see. All right, so as you guys saw, one fish at the first spot on the top water popper, so can't complain too much about this first spot. Gonna go ahead and move to a different pond. Hopefully keep catching some fish today. Today's going to be a pretty good day. Sorry about that car noise in the background, but just want to give you guys a little update on how the day's going so far. All right, so spot number 2. Gonna be starting off with the popper. Probably a little bit too late for top water, but I'm gonna try to force it just a little bit so we can't get a big to bite as I send my popper into a tree. I haven't really had success throwing moving baits out in this pond. This is more of a T-rig flip kind of pond, if we're being honest. But granted, I've never been out here this early in the morning, so. Cover some water real quick with the popper, then I'll switch to the bandito bug. Oh, there's one. Yeah, there's one on the bandito bug. I was trying to make sure I wasn't gonna hook set into any trees or anything. Picked it up, line was running. That is our first fish at spot number 2. Smaller than our first fish of the day, so that kind of sucks, but nonetheless, it's still a fish. Can't complain too much. A little largy. I need some bigger fish than this though. If I have the whole day catching these, I'm not gonna be happy. You know, I'm gonna get this guy back, keep throwing the bandito bug, try to get on his bigger cousin. See you later, buddy. All right, so spot number 2 did not pan out exactly how I wanted it to. I mean, we caught one fish, so didn't get skunked here. So I can't rag on it too much, but that fish was 7-8 inches, not the size we're looking for today at all. But don't worry guys, I've got plenty of more spots, plenty of different places we're gonna go to, all different types of ponds too. So next spot we're going to, probably gonna be a bed fishing pond. If I don't see any beds, I'm just not gonna fish it. But I got more ponds guys, stay tuned, we're gonna get on them, don't worry. All right, so we are currently at spot number 4. I don't know how much of the last spot that I was at that I was gonna be looking for beds I'm gonna keep in this video, just cause, well, they were in kind of one of those weird moods where they're not quite on beds yet and they're just kind of cruising around and they're really tough to get to bite. So that's pretty much happened there. I mean, I saw some good fish. I almost got attacked by a geese trying to film some B-roll. So just all in all, just wasn't a very good good spot there. So I moved spots. This spot's produced pretty well for me in the past. I've seen them on beds here, but this water's like borderline chocolate milk, so bed fishing is probably out of the question here. So I'm just gonna flip the bandito bug around, see if we can't get bit here, and you know, if all else fails, I got more spots. It's getting cold though. Getting kind of chilly. Just got bit. Oh, he dropped it. No. Maybe it was a bed, but I did just get bit there. Maybe he's following it. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Oh my gosh, I'm back in there. I knew he was following it. I should not have reeled it out. Should not. He was 100% following it. Well, at least I hope that wasn't a big fish. I'd be pissed. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that bush right there, but I was felt myself get picked up, felt him eat it, reeled down to reel up the slack, and then he had dropped it, and then he followed it back. Basically, as soon as it got out of the water, he hit it on top, missed him. Oh, not anymore. Just lost one on a bandito bug off this little near those grass reeds. I didn't get a really good hook set into him because he was running straight at me, but that is would have been our third fish of the day. All right, guys, we were at spot number 4. You guys have seen this spot before. I had another video that will be linked above where I caught a 4-pounder out of here on a chatterbait. So it's probably one of my favorite spots to fish anyway, out of my ponds. So got some confidence in this spot that we'll start getting our numbers up. We've only got 2 fish so far today, so it's been really slow, but had some other bites. And our spot where I was gonna try to catch fish on beds didn't really pan out. But this place could have beds. I've bed fished this place pretty thoroughly before last year, so you never know. Usually when the beds, they're like all down in that. Not really seeing too many beds over here. There's a fish. Oh my gosh, missed him. Great. Alright, so as you can see, didn't really end on the best note there at that last spot. But do not worry, guys. As you can tell by the title, I am going to be showing you guys some footage that never really made it out to an official video. So stay tuned for that. I'm just going to show a short clip of what happened a couple days ago when we went out to Lake Oconee, try to film a video there. I just felt like I didn't really catch enough fish, and just the video wasn't to the quality that I wanted it at to post. But this is why I kept the footage for it, because you never know when a situation like this when you're going to need some extra footage to throw in there at the end of the video. So watch this, guys. Check this out. I'm not at a good angle to use the motor. You know how hard it is to do it like sideways? It's not easy. It like doesn't go down when you try to.
That was off the end of a dock.
Yeah. Oh, reel up. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's all I know. You're kidding me.
Oh my god.
There's no way. You're kidding me.
What is that?
It's a catfish.
Holy shit.
Catching catfish on crankbaits.
That's a
dude, that's a
catfish.
that's a what are they called? Not channel cats. I think that's a flathead.
This is fucking big.
Dude, what is with me catching catfish on moving baits? All right. That's a big catfish.
It's a mondo, bro. That's great.
Got the net on this boat?
Yeah, we do.
Dude, I don't want to get a crankbait in my...
Well,
all right, guys, I think this is a flathead catfish. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it is a flathead catfish, this is my first ever flathead. I'm gonna see if he'll just pop off. I don't really mess with him. This is not my first catfish while bass fishing.
it's a big ass catfish.
Hey, can you hand me those pliers? That's a good catfish, and if it's a What's the name? No, not flathead. If it's a flathead, this is the first flathead I've ever caught. All right, let's see if I can. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's gonna eat my thumb up, but.
Oh my god, come on, dude.
I think it's just a messed up channel cat. No, this has got to be a flathead, you guys, right?
Yeah, bro, that's got it.
Well, first ever flathead.
Shit is kind of fire.
I know, he's got some pretty colors, don't he?
Nice.
First ever flathead. Not really the fish we're looking for, but probably a 4 or 5 pound catfish. We're gonna get him back and try to get on the right species this time. Get out of here. Dude, I stay catching catfish. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. If you stuck around to the end to see this unseen footage, thanks for sticking around to the end. Remember, guys, if you haven't already entered our 100 subscriber giveaway, go ahead and go on over to that video and get entered. But pond fishing day did not go completely as planned, but nonetheless, we still caught fish today, so can't complain too much, guys. But as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what videos you guys want to see next. I'll see you next time.